Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, lovely girls, and welcome again. Now, let us start our lesson for today by looking at our school vision, which is رؤية المدرسة إعداد فتيات متعلمات مبدعات قادرات على بناء مجتمع واع متحضرا محافظا على أخلاقه وقيمه ومستخدما للتكنولوجيا الحديثة. Okay, now let's start. You know that our value for this week is tolerance, which is mean accepting others as they are and accepting yourself for who you are. And I asked you before to write at least one sentence to talk about this value, okay? Now, let's start with our lesson for today. I know that you still don't have a book, but today we are going to continue. So you can go back and watch the video again, and then inshallah I will send the PowerPoint for you and the WhatsApp group. So let's start our lesson for today. Today, inshallah, we are going to study grammar. So get the message across. Student book page 61. Okay. Okay. Today we are going to study the grammar. So the main vocab for our lesson today is so, neither, to, either. Okay. Have a look at our objective. Student will be able to identify the use of so, neither, to, either through answering three questions correctly. The second one, use so, either, neither, and to in 5 sentences with an auxiliary verb correctly. Let us start. I want you to watch the following video and take notes. Okay, now let's see. So here we have the rule for positive sentence. I have, for example, the sentence I like fish. So for positive sentence, I can use so, and here is the structure for this one. So I have so, affirmative auxiliary verb, then subject. Or I can use subject plus affirmative auxiliary verb followed by to. So this is the way I like fish, so do I, or I do too. For a negative sentence, for example, I don't like fish. I can use neither, neither followed by affirmative auxiliary verb, then upon the subject. Or I can put the subject at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the negative auxiliary verb, then I put either. So I don't like fish. It will be neither do I, or I don't either. Okay, so here we have the grammar reference that I mentioned in your book. So have a look. In model 5, we have so, neither, to, either to express again agreement. So we use so plus affirmative auxiliary verb plus the subject, or subject followed by the affirmative auxiliary verb, then to, when we agree with an affirmative statement but we don't want to repeat it. So again, the idea that we agree about the same subject. For example, here we have the A, I like football, so do I, or I do too. Sandra has already seen this film, so have I, or I have too. So this is the way to deal with affirmative. Let's move on to the next part, which is I'm going to use neither or either. How can I use them? Have a look. So we use neither followed by affirmative auxiliary verb, then the subject. Or I can put the subject at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the negative auxiliary verb, then I put either at the end of the sentence. When we agree with a negative statement, but we don't want to repeat it. Have a look at this one. Paul cannot swim, neither can I, or I can say I can't either. Move on to the second example. Imagine one, go to the barbecue, that's right. Neither will I, or I can say I won't either. Okay. Read the dialogue, know the words in the plural, and answer the question here. I want you just now to try to do it this one by your own. Try, pause the video now and read the question and answer it. Then come back to check. Okay, come back again. I like learning about new culture. So do I. I do too. Move on to the second part. I have eaten sushi before. Neither have I. I haven't either. Okay, what do you think about this one? A. Which words are used to agree with an affirmative sentence? What do you think? Okay, that's right. So and to. Which word are used to agree with a negative sentence? What do you think about this one? That's right. You can use neither and either. See, what do you notice about the possession of the word in the plural? So, here's the main structure. So and neither are placed at the beginning of the sentence before the auxiliary verb do. And to and either are placed at the end of the sentence after the auxiliary verb do also. So this is the main difference between the possession. Okay, now move on to exercise B. Both of you now and try to solve this one by your own. Okay, come back again. Now read the dialogue again and circle the correct option. Number 1, to agree, disagree with the main verb, we use the verb do or the auxiliary verb in appropriate form. That's why we use the verb do. Number 2, to agree or disagree with an auxiliary verb, have can, be, must. We repeat the verb do, or we repeat the auxiliary verb in appropriate form. That's right, so we repeat the auxiliary verb that I mentioned previously. Okay, now let us check our understanding. So did we achieve the first goal, which is identify the use? I'm going to go back here. Identify the use of so, neither, to, either through answering the three questions correctly? Hope so. Let's move on to our second objective. Here we are. I want you now to try to pause the video complete using so, neither, to, or either, and the auxiliary verb. Okay, pause the video, do it in your home notebook, sorry, until you get your book. Okay, come back again. Let us see. I'm going toward the summer. Okay, can I see it? I can see that. So is Ammar. So I'm talking about another person. So that I say so is Ammar. That's right. Move on to number two. I don't know people in Japan to agree each other. Oh, how can I show agreement? I didn't either. Okay, have a look at number three. My sister can speak English and Italian. Donna can too. So, moving to number four. My little brother always hugs me when he sees me. I didn't have mine. So does mine. But my little brother also. So I'm showing mine that I agree with this person. Have a look at number five. You've never been bored. Neither have I. Okay, did you solve this one? Okay, let's move on here. So we reach our closure for this lesson today. To close our lesson, I will give you an extra exercise here to examine your understanding. What are you going to do now? Choose so, to, either or neither for each sentence and the correct helping or modal verb for each sentence. I want you now to pause the video. This one is not mentioned in your tutor book, so you can get benefit. Do it by your own and write it in your notebook. Okay? Okay, let us check now. I like to watch the news in the evening. And my friends, what do you think? So do my friends. That's right, move on to number two. My neighbors don't like the noise from the traffic, and I don't either. So have to respect the negative statement. Have a look number three. He's a student and so are you. That's right. My kids are tired and I do. I don't want these old clothes and they don't either. Our picture is interesting and yours is too. Okay? Did you notice the place? So I placed two at the end and either in the end. Two for negative or positive statement. What do you think? That's right, for positive one. Moving to number seven. They said they didn't come to class yesterday, and George didn't either. Okay, this one is negative. What is that? And also this one. I place either at the end. They have been to New York and we have to. Number nine. You're not hungry and neither am I. Ali can swim and neither can his friend reach. Okay, I want you now to check your answers. And this was everything for our lesson for today. Have we achieved these objectives? Again, I'm going to repeat them. We identified the use of so, neither, to, and either through answering the questions. Then we use so, either, neither, to in 5 sentences with an auxiliary verb correctly. Hope that we achieve this one. So, at the end, I would like to thank you And I want to say that if you have any question, you can easily write your question and let me see this one in the class when you come to school. I'm waiting for your question and see you next time, inshallah.